What is going on YouTube? It's your boy, Mr. Random, and back by popular demand, this is the long-awaited part 2 of the most affordable appearance mods you can do on your Ford Crown Victoria. And just like in part 1, I will leave the link in the description down below for every single one of these mods that I mentioned in today's video. So I'm not going to keep you guys waiting any longer. Without further ado, let's get right into it. And we're going to start things off with one of the easiest things to install on your Crown Vic, although it might not be the cheapest. And of course, I'm talking about Projector Headlights. Now, in my first video, I covered the black housing headlights, which kind of give your Crown Vic that Marauder aggressive style looking. But if you want to bring your Crown Victoria to the modern age, to the 21st century, then I highly recommend you put some Projector LED headlights on it. Not only do they look really cool, they also do have, like I said, that modern look. They add that little bit of aggression, but they are also very highly visible, especially with that little LED strip at the bottom. It really makes it look extra badass, and it's definitely one of the best ways to separate your Crown Vic from the rest of the pack, because you know everybody usually just does the Marauder style headlights, but not many people are brave enough and have the balls enough to actually throw some crazy looking projector headlights on your Crown Vic. And next up on the list is a cowl hood, aka a hood scoop. Now, there's a lot of mixed feelings when it comes to throwing a hood scoop on your Ford Crown Victoria. As you guys can see, I am no stranger to putting hood related things on my Crown Vic, from putting a Jeep hood louver, vented hood louver, functional might I add, on my Crown Vic, to then later on putting a Hillborn Ram Air hood scoop on it like you guys saw at the beginning of that video. Adding a hood scoop or a cowled hood to your Crown Vic, not only does it give it that old school hot rod muscle car look, but it actually does function to a degree. It actually keeps your engine a lot cooler. Now, actually finding a fully molded cowl hood is actually pretty hard. There's only one website that I know of that actually does this. You gotta email the guy. You gotta make an appointment. You gotta go through so much trouble. Your best bet is just actually grabbing a cowl hood piece. It's like a separate attachment like you guys see right here. You just cut out a hole in the hood of your Crown Vic if you have those balls, and you just bolt it right on. Now, I did leave a link in the description down below where you can get yourself that cowl attachment. It's like a 3 or 4 inch cowl for your Crown Vic if you dare to do so. And this next modification for your Crown Victoria is by far one of my favorite ones, and that is LED tail lights. As you guys can see in my install video, go ahead and check it out. If you ever happen to get these, just look up Mr. Random LED tail light installs, and you guys will see for yourself just how good. Actually, look for yourself right here in this video just how good those LED tail lights look. Now, the thing about the Crown Vic, the original tail lights, is especially during the day, they are notorious for not being bright enough. I can't begin to mention how many times I will get pulled over on the side of the road, or somebody will flag me down and be like, hey, your tail lights aren't working, your brake lights aren't working, when in fact they were working perfectly fine. The thing is that the bulbs were the actual bulb is so thick and the bulbs are so dim that it doesn't light up as much during the day. The best way to solve that, and another way to put your Crown Vic on that 21st century, is to get a pair of the LED tail lights. Not only do they look really cool, they make you even more visible, but they also separate you from the rest of the herd. Now, for number 4 on the list, this by far is one of the easiest modifications you will ever do to your Crown Victoria, and by far probably one of the cheapest modifications, and that is the Marauder style taillight conversion. Now, back in the day, there was a Mercury Marauder that came stock supercharged. It was only a concept. It was actually never fully developed, but that Marauder did feature these tinted rear styled taillights. A lot of people caught wind of that and they immediately started copying it, and hence the Marauder style taillights were born. And all you really got to do, like you guys are seeing here in the video, is grab yourself a nice can of taillight spray. Hell, if you're brave enough, even grab some plastic if you really want that matte finish look. I prefer the kind of clear look and just start spraying away to your heart's content. Remember, the thicker the layer that you add on, the darker that your taillights are going to look. And the best part is that it really doesn't interfere with the brightness of your taillights, so you really shouldn't have any issues getting pulled over by the popos. And I saved the best for last. Of course, I'm talking about getting a push bar for your Ford Crown Victoria. There is a plethora, there is a crap ton of push bars out there available for your Crown Vic. And if you do enough research and you're patient enough, you might actually come across one for a very reasonable price. Having a push bar on your Crown Victoria not only makes it extra aggressive and gets those people to move out of your way a little bit faster, but it also adds an element of functionality as well. It is very safe, especially out there with the crazy drivers. You can actually tow somebody, you can pull somebody out of a ditch, they can pull you out of a ditch. But my favorite feature is that it's just plain out badass. It's not only does it make you extra safe, I feel sorry for whoever crashes into you, but there's nothing like seeing a Crown Victoria going down the road with a push bumper, especially one like this, like you guys are seeing here. This is a Gold Rhino wraparound push bar that I installed on my Crown Vic back in the day. But I mean, just take a look at it. There's nothing that says police interceptor than a badass push bar. And that is going to be it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed part 2 of the most affordable Crown Victoria appearance mods that you can put on your Crown Vic. Stay tuned for part 2 of the best and affordable performance mods that you can add to your Crown Vic. That video is also in the works. Either way, it's your boy Mr. Random.